What's good? Welcome back to the channel, my Kush Kingdom. Kush King 710 back at it again with another video. This video, we're gonna get straight into it. This is some of my least favorite things about smoking, some of the worst parts about smoking in general, specifically ganja, the plant specifically. These are some of the worst things about that I think when you smoke it, like everybody, a lot of people can relate to, or at least I for sure can relate to. Get your lighters ready. If you taking a tolerance break, how's it going? Keep strong at it. Hey, man, welcome to the channel. Subscribe, like, comment. Let me know how your day going. Hope yours is going great. Mine's going pretty decent, and it's a cool Sunday. So let's get straight into it. Now, one of the worst things I think is about smoking. Number one, I think it definitely has to be the smell. I mean, the smell of it, bruh. And this is personal preference. Like, most of the time if you smoke, 9 times out of 10, you don't mind the smell of weed smoke at all. Like, it don't even faze you really. But if you're not much of a smoker, or even if you are, like, it's really personal preference. Like, a lot of the times people just don't like the strong smell of marijuana. Weed it's very strong odor. Like, it sticks to everything, to your fingers when you're rolling up. I had a time where I didn't even smoke weed or anything. I just rolled it up a couple, like maybe 15, 20 minutes before I had to be somewhere, and somebody literally smelled it, like, on me. Like, I didn't smoke, and I'm like, what? Like, you know, it's really surprising. It sticks to your hair. It just gets everywhere. You smoke in the car, bruh, I don't care how much Ozium or how much anything you spray, like, once you start smoking in the car, it's gonna kind of smell like weed, and that's just is what it is. It gets everywhere, your hair, fingernails, lips, breath. It is what it is in a way. So if you smoke a lot lighter fingers, like, I mean, you know, usually if you roll pretty good, you don't have to keep lighting. But if you're doing bowls, you're gonna have to light it every time. Eventually, you know, if you smoke a lot, you're gonna develop lighter thumbs. You know, lighter thumbs is, I'm a right-handed lighter thumb, so if you're a left-handed lighter thumb, no matter what thumb you use, I know some people use their index finger to light, which, you know, it's kind of hard to do, but it's doable. But lighter thumbs is annoying to me, especially like you've been smoking a lot and it's just real windy one day and you just gotta keep lighting and your thumb just on fire, bleeding almost. So lighter thumbs is definitely one of them. Another one of the worst parts about smoking is not being able to smoke wherever you want. Like, sometimes it's not allowed, or you're just not in the area, you're near people, you don't want to disturb people. That just gets annoying. That's one of the worst parts about smoking. Not being able to smoke where you want to smoke, when you want to smoke. Like, come on now. Like, but I know we got vape pens and dab pens, but some people just want to smoke like a cigarette, like smoke a blunt like a cigarette, and I think we all deserve that, you know. If anything, the weed at least. Another one is tolerance. It's kind of a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. But once you build up a tolerance, you can just smoke so much weed and you end up spending a lot of money in the long run. But at the same time, your high is more manageable. You can function better. Like, you know, you just build a tolerance. You get used to being high. You get used to it. So that's a plus and a negative, because when your tolerance is low, you can take advantage of small amounts of weed and it could just get you so high. It just gets you so high. Like, a little bit amount of weed to get you just up there. So yeah, tolerance, man, definitely one of the disadvantages of weed, and that forces us a lot of the times for us to go on tolerance breaks. And it's another one of the worst parts about smoking, is like, once you start smoking and really get into it in the beginning, like, you know, it's usually like you start slow. Everyone starts slow, but then eventually, once you start, you know, getting the idea of what it's like being high, then it's just like, damn, you done built up a tolerance. And so a lot of people say, like, when they smoked younger, when around the first few times they were smoking, they used to get so high for just off a little bit. It's because, man, we had that high school tolerance, bro. Like, a little bit of weed that got us so far. So I mean, when you grow up and you be an adult and everything, it's like, damn, like 3 blunts in a day is just like normal. Like, that's average. That's to some people, that's a light day. And it's just crazy how your tolerance can get so crazy, like, get so high on weed. Another one of the worst parts about smoking is that you're gonna come across a time where you you have to smoke some shitty weed, or you just ran across some shitty weed. It's just happens, man. We always run into something dealing with shitty plugs. If you're in a legal state, the whole legal status of marijuana throughout the world is one of the worst parts about it, because here in America it's federally illegal, but in some states they allow legality and all that, and it's decriminalized in certain cities and areas. It's just the rules. It's so crazy how they're doing with the rules when they might as well just legalize it. That could be different in your country. It just depends. But either way, like generally across the world, weed is still viewed in a way taboo. Still, it's getting way better than it's ever been, but it's still very, very much in a tab. It's still kind of, people don't know how to feel about it yet. But for the most part, I think we're headed in a very great direction with it. So. But yeah, the legal thing is such big for me, because I'm currently living in a illegal state, and I'm actually moving next month. So by next month, I'll be in a legal state finally. But yeah, and that goes in another one of the worst parts about smoking. It's the social stigma. The social stigma of like somebody viewing weed heads as lazy, unmotivated, and basically listen to that Frank Ocean track. The interlude where his mom is talking. That's basically what people think most people who smoke weed act like or end up being like. That's just not the case. We just got to beat these stereotypes and stigmas. And like I said, like it's becoming more and more a thing every day. So the social stigma of smoking weed is definitely one of the worst parts about it. And also that legalization, heading back to that, like that has led to some of like the quality declines, the testing, a lot of unknowns, and we're still just in that gray area of we don't really understand if our product is safe 100%. We can't really guarantee that. We can't guarantee everything that these dispensaries tell us is true, or even our plug, like even your local plug, and that's all due to the fact that it's not legal. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy. You just keep going deeper with it. Like legalization is holding back so much for the community, honestly. So, but we all know they're just trying to figure out how to really just maximize the profit out of it. It's a capitalist society, so it's probably way more to it than we know. But at this point, it should have been legal. It should have been legal a long time ago. Should have never been illegal. And I feel like honestly, us as smokers got to fight harder for this shit, because they prohibition for alcohol, they fought for it. It's like our turn now, and we slowly getting there though. But yeah, that's just some of the quick first worst parts I just don't like when it comes to smoking, man. Smoking culture, just tedious things. Overall, man, I love weed, man. I love the culture. I love everything about it. I love the plant, man. It's done a lot for me, and I hope it continues to do a lot for you. Shout out my Kush Kingdom, man. And if you enjoy marijuana, if you enjoy weed culture, subscribe, like, comment. I'm just gonna do way more videos, man. I love doing this stuff just for the passion of it. So yeah, that was just, it's a rainy day, rainy Sunday, man. So ain't nothing better than a rainy hot box. See y'all in the next video.